We're making high protein honey soy glazed chicken. There's a little bit of stir fried veg, some jasmine rice to soak up the sauce. It's perfect for storing and reheating. Let's jump straight in.
To start, we're going to need 1 red onion, trim it, peel it, and then slice it in half. Make thin slices across, and this is going to give us more surface area to soften and caramelize quickly in the pan. Next is 1 red bell pepper or capsicum. Slice off the cheeks. You can stand it up and slice it around like what I'm doing, or you can slice it in half and then remove the core, but this is going to be the cleanest method. Then go through and thinly slice. You can also dice this as well as dicing the onion. Just do what you prefer. Remove the tops from 2 carrots. You can peel them if you prefer. I like to leave the peels on for extra nutrients, and I'm slicing these into thin rounds. Grate 3 cloves of garlic on a microplane to create a paste. Also 1 teaspoon or about 5 grams of peeled ginger, and these two can be mixed together. Spring onions or scallions are optional. I'm using 3 and I'm separating the white root from the green stem. With the white root, it can be roughly chopped, and then the green stem can be thinly sliced for garnish, but don't go out and buy a whole bunch just to use 3. Now the glaze for our chicken is 2.5 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, 1.5 tablespoons of honey, 1 teaspoon of Sriracha or Chilli Flakes. It's completely optional. Don't forget to add the garlic and ginger, which is what I almost did, and then add in a little bit of ground white pepper. Whisk that all together and make sure everything is combined. Just mainly concentrate on that garlic and ginger. In a separate bowl, add 1 kilo of chicken thigh. This is boneless and skinless with any fat or extra sinew trimmed off. Add in 2 teaspoons of cornflour or cornstarch for the US, a touch of salt. Just remember that there is sodium in the sauce, as well as ground white pepper. Give it a quick mix and just make sure all of that cornflour is completely mixed and coated. Now place a saucepan onto your stovetop. Add in 1.5 cups of jasmine rice that's been washed, 550 milliliters of cold water, and a small pinch of salt. Bring this up to a boil and then place on a lid. Reduce the heat to low and cook this for 12 minutes undisturbed. In the meantime, place a large pan over a medium-high heat. Add in 1 tablespoon of peanut oil. If you want to lower the calories, you can just use a little bit of spray oil here. Add in the onions, the bell peppers, the carrots, and a little bit of salt. You can also add a little bit of cracked black pepper here if you'd like to. And then saute for about 8 to 10 minutes or until those onions have slightly caramelized, the carrots are nice and al dente, and those capsicums or bell peppers have softened up. We can add in the spring onion at this point, that's just the white root, and cook for a further 1 minute to slightly soften. Everything should be al dente, nothing should be falling apart, but once you're happy with it, we can remove it from the pan and set it aside. Going back to the rice, let it sit off the heat for 4 minutes with the lid still on to continue steaming. Remove that lid and then fluff it up with a fork or a spatula. You should have soft, sticky, fluffy rice. Nothing will be stuck to the bottom of the pan. We can set this aside for the time being, and then place that same pan that we cooked the vegetables in back over a medium-high heat. Add in a touch of spray oil or a little bit of peanut oil, get the pan nice and hot, and then add in the chicken. We're going to cook this for a total of about 10 minutes or until it's golden brown. You have that really nice crust. Don't be afraid to flip the chicken multiple times as well, but you're looking for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Once that's done, we can add in the glaze. Make sure you scrape the bowl to get all of that flavor in there, and then cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes or until that glaze is reduced down, thickened, and coated the chicken. Can also flip the chicken as well just to make sure everything is completely coated. Once you're happy with that, we can then remove the chicken from the pan, place it into a bowl and set it aside. We're going to cook the glaze for a further 1 minute just until it's nice and sticky and it is more like a glaze, as you can run a spatula through the pan and you can see the bottom of the pan without it pulling back over. Now you can leave the chicken whole, you can also thinly slice it and dice it, that choice is all yours. When it comes to serving up, I'm using 5 750 milliliter containers, placing the rice on one side, the stir-fried veggies on the other, and as you can see the weights are on screen, but I do always recommend you weigh out everything yourself. Place the chicken in the middle and over the top, and then drizzle over the remaining glaze left in the pan. You definitely don't want to waste that, that's where most of the flavor is. An optional ingredient is some black or white sesame seeds on the rice, and then garnish with that spring onion or scallion if you've used it. Then this right here is the macro card for an individual portion, the full serving size, and for storage and reheating instructions, the full written recipe and any remaining nutrition information is in the link in the description.